All right, guys, so we're here at the Gigabyte booth / suite. This is gonna be very exciting. They have a lot of new 50 series cards on display. Arguably the best 50 series card out of any of the brands, including Asus, because it's white. This booth is gonna be so sick though, so let's get right into it. So over here, this is their new logo. It's so fire. They love this logo. I love it too. Super sick. These are some of their products. Looks like they got Gen 5 SSDs finally, so maybe we could use them if they're good. They got power supplies, some 40 series. Here we got some Intel motherboards. This looks like a beautiful Z890 Aorus Elite Wi-Fi motherboard. Let us know if we should use this or if you think we should stick with Asus motherboards, but I think that looks really cool. Z890 Aorus Master. This is the competitor to like the Hero board or like the Z890-E from Asus. So let us know what you think of that. Here we have a case. This is a Gigabyte case. We don't use too many Gigabyte cases, but let us know what you think of that. Over here, we got some gaming laptops with the 50 series. So we got 50 series gaming laptops, super fire. If you guys need a gaming laptop, Gigabyte makes some awesome laptops. Highly recommend. Over here, we have the 50 series. We gotta wait a second just for it to clear up. Let's squeeze it over here. All right. So this is the wall of 50 series cards. We have 5070, 5080, 5090, 5070, 5070, 5070. So let's talk about their white cards. So I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to just take it and run. No. But we got the 5080 Aero right here. So the Aero card was one of our best sellers for 40 series, and they brought it back. They made it really slim. So this is a 5080, and it's like the size of like a 4070. So let's know what you think of that. Asus, again, does not have any white cards coming out at launch or at all from what they told me. So expect to see this kind of graphics card in your PC if you get a white PC from us. So let's talk about the 5090. Let us know what you guys think of the 5090 Gaming OC. This will be probably one of the most cheapest models you can get of the 5090. It's got this sliding mechanism. I still don't really know exactly how it works, so we'll have to wait till we see it. I can see the RGB ring here, so we're gonna have RGB for sure. It's not bad. It's not bad. Over here though, we have the 5090 Aorus Master. So you can expect about like $100 to $200 price increase, maybe $300 between these cards. And you know, when I picked up that card, it felt like, you know, kind of like budget. But here is premium. This is so heavy. You have an LCD screen right here. You have the massive backplate like we saw on the Asus cards. I don't see RGB rings. I think the RGB is like here and here on these. It's a nice card, you know. In terms of black graphics cards though, we're gonna stick with Asus most likely. We're really only too interested in the Gigabyte cards for the white ones, but let us know if we should consider the black cards as well. But yeah, let's move on. We have monitors. So Gigabyte has incredible monitors. In fact, I hooked up Kevin Durant with 2 of the Gigabyte 1440p 360Hz OLED monitors, and he loves them. I didn't even tell Gigabyte, I gotta let him know. But you can see here, this is a 32-inch 4K OLED. So this is like the competitor to the Asus one that we have. We have more monitors here. Looks like that is a 1440p 500 Hz monitor that he's playing on. It doesn't seem to be QD OLED, so not too interested. Every brand is announcing this kind of monitor. This is the 27-inch QD OLED 4K 240 Hz. Now I asked this in the last video about Asus, but would you guys rather have a 32-inch 4K OLED or a 27-inch 4K OLED? I would personally do 32-inch just because of the 4K. It should still look really clear at 32 inches, but let us know. This seems like a bunch of workstation stuff. Oh no, we got some X870s. We got Z890. What is that? That looks like a massive RAM cooler. That is a crazy, crazy RAM cooler. Z890 Aorus Extreme AI top. Pretty cool. It looks way cooler than that one. We got Radeon workstation cards, and then we got some Threadripper. Gigabyte makes great Threadripper motherboards for sure. Now, we're on the last part of the tour. We have Gigabyte 850 watt power supplies. We're really considering using their power supplies because if we use more Gigabyte products this year, they're gonna give us more graphics cards. So let us know, should we get Gigabyte power supplies and motherboards just so we can get more cards? That's the topic of debate. Now we got also the new AMD cards. We gotta show love to the AMD cards. I'm pretty fed up with the AMD cards in general, but maybe this year they'll win me over. This is the 9070 XT. It is a direct competitor to the 5090, but it's probably only gonna be like $1,000, so it's gonna perform more like a 4080, but I like it. There's no backplate, like how NVIDIA has it. It's a tough decision. We'll see if we're gonna offer this on our website. This motherboard is a huge commodity because when I was talking about us using Gigabyte motherboards to get more graphics cards, this motherboard shot out to me immediately because this is the new AMD entry-level motherboard. You know, we used to have the B650 from Asus, now it's gonna be B850. So should we use this B850 from Gigabyte or stick to Asus? It's got white PCB everywhere. It's got white connectors, white pins, everything. There's not a single touch of black on here. I'm not sure what that's for. There's a lot of new stuff going on, but I really, really like it. We may have to offer this. But now to wrap up the booth, we got more motherboards. We got their entry-level X870 motherboards. Now this is another beautiful white motherboard. Should we use this over Asus? This is the X870 Aorus Pro Ice. This looks like identical to the B850. Why would you even want to buy this? It's not necessarily identical, but still. Oh, I don't like that PCIe slot though. Mitch, that PCIe slot's in slot 1. They went the opposite direction of Asus. Instead of going down slot, they went up. This one is normal, this is normal. But beautiful motherboards, I must give it to them. But all right guys, that's gonna wrap up our coverage of the Gigabyte booth. Let us know what you liked, let us know what you didn't like, answer some of our questions that I had because I'm conflicted. So see you guys later.